So you're telling me you can build tank items and still solo their ADC?
Yes, precisely. If you had seen my previous video, you'd know that my guide wasn't actually all that informative. But this time I won't go off topic and actually educate you on an obscure, counterintuitive and possibly fun way to play League of Legends. NFT'Sante. This is not a fucking joke, NFT'Sante support. In case you need it, here's a brief explanation on what Mr. NFT'Sante does. Your Q is a bonk, your W is a... your E is a little steppity hop, and your R is a... Now you should know how to play NFT'Sante. But now I'll teach you the art of NFT'Sante. Now the main appeal of NFT'Sante is your frankly crazy all-in potential and your ability to lock down champions with your approximately 53 different instances of CC.
I can't move it anymore.
You could also, protect your ADC, but the real ones just go for the 1v2 instead. And you might think that's an exaggeration.
Don't think that!
For runes, you should go whatever the hell you want. You're NFT'Sante, who would ever question you? Although, I would recommend these. For your build, you rush Zeke's, cause every king needs a crop top. And that's okay, I guess. Unlike some other item. Now, the main reason why Zeke's isn't usually built on NFT'Sante is that you have a better slowing item with Iceborne Gauntlet, but 2.9k gold. In this economy? Fuck no! No, instead your Spellblade item will be an item that was nerfed almost as much as NFT'Sante himself. Bloodsong. Is Celestial Opposition better? Probably, but that thing is for losers. After you've established your core build, you should go Locket, not because it's the best option, but as compensation for your ADC's suffering. If they somehow did get their killed, and are fed enough to be your win condition, you could go Knight's Vow. But let's be real, that's not happening, so just maximize your resistances and try to end your build with Jak'Shows, despite how expensive it is. Theoretically, you'd be best playing with someone that's still good even from behind, like Smolder, Senna, or Tope. Because you will be securing all their kills, but NFT'Sante support works nonetheless with every bot lane champion. Except Draven. Fuck you. In laning phase, you want to try to avoid interacting with your opponents as much as possible until you get level 3, at which point you can play a lot more aggressively with your E as a safety net and your W as a follow-up to any potential engages your ADC makes. If your ADC is ever in danger, you can use your shield and your W peel to get out of that situation, or even turn it around because it's NFT'Sante, the fuck did you expect? Your Q is what differentiates you from most meta supports. You see, for NFT'Sante's Q to be the effective CC tool it usually is, you need to hit stuff with it. As a support, this might be somewhat of an issue because it's vital for you to not steal your ADC's farm to preserve their mental state, but inevitably you will steal some of their shit. This is well worth it, however, as your Q3 opens a lot of kill opportunities, especially when paired with your E. If you miss, nothing happens, except maybe a ping of 20. But if you hit, the free trial on life expires.
We are contacting you about your car's extended warranty.
No matter how much copium you inhale, until now you're kind of just a disabled brawn. But that all changes when you hit level 6. Now, you just win. And I'm not even talking about like, oh, your ADC needs to focus down your opponent after you ult them. No, you just 1v2 their asses. Because you don't get to play the game when NFT'Sante exists. They're engaging on your ADC, don't yield. They try to run away, don't yield. They hide under the turret in fear because you've single-handedly ruined their entire day, don't yield. Well, you get the idea. Thanks to your ultimate hunter rune getting 2 stacks after you kill your lane opponents once, and the fact that Zeke's gives ability haste, your ult has a really short cooldown, which reduces your downtime significantly, and often surprises those sisters.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Now that I have talked long enough to fit out any rational thinkers here, ignore everything I just said and meet the shit out of Ezreal for a moment. Cause it's time for some advanced techniques. Here's a good and totally original one. The EQ combo. The timeless classic, it always works. Quite a difficult technique, I know, it requires a whole 2 buttons, but I'm sure you'll manage. Let me enlighten thee, foolish one. Actually, it's impossible to escape the EQ combo, as it always works. You see, it doesn't matter that you're 4 levels above me. Like I said, it has never failed once. Okay, let's mix it up a bit. EW combo. Q3 technique! I mean, I still have flash. EQ combo! This is not only a K'Sante support guide, but also a great opportunity to bitch about the K'Sante rework. For future reference, I'm referring to the K'Sante rework in patch 14.19. So this Cho'Gath is not taking damage because he spent all his money on tank items and sin. Well, fuck you, should have invested into NFTs because your gold is wasted either way. The reason this happens is because K'Sante's ult W now deals 102% max health true damage. Trust me on the number, I got a PhD from a tree guy. This clip speaks more than I could ever. My friend, who has fed this poor thing, told me that I wouldn't get him here. Well,
Alone at the edge of a universe, humming a tune. For merely dreaming we were snow.
are you tired of seeing Cho'Gath get murdered? Get the fuck out of my way, Lux! Guys, new tank just dropped. Tom Kench, more like Tom French. Get beheaded, idiot. I'm so low health, oh no. Hold on, I gotta kill this frog. Honestly, his fault for being in my general vicinity. Now let me be clear. K'Sante's ult W doesn't just murder every tank. It murders everyone. You might have noticed that in most of these clips, I'm as lonely as you would expect a K'Sante player to be. This is because the best way to play NFT'Sante is to entirely ignore your ADC and just kill everybody on your own. Now, you're probably asking,
why bother playing support in the first place if all you do is just leave your ADC alone?
KSN tip 34. Fuck the ADC.
now that you've learned the EQ combo and understood how K'Sante's W works, I think you're ready for the next lesson. The 2 million years combo. You lack vision. It's quite simple. First, you gotta get the 2 items. You stack up your Q and do a simple EQ3 fully charged W animation cancel ult reverse Q fully charged W auto Q auto combo. Trust me, this is completely necessary. Alternatively, you play some good old fashioned AP K'Sante. AP K'Sante's the best, and nothing could change my mind. Hello guys, welcome to my top 5 favorite K'Sante momentos. Number 5. Engaging without my ADC and them half-assing themselves into the fight halfway in. Thank you, Ezreal. Your presence was very helpful. Number 4. Straight up being a Number 3. I love diving my opponents because it's actually really cool. They're not even safe under their own tower.
Sandy will find you. You cannot hide.
Number 2. Making it so that my opponent can't move. It explains itself, you fucking dumbass. And finally, number 1. This is literally all I do on clip, so watch till the end and find out the crazy things I do in one clip. Firstly, I win, because I'm simply better. Secondly, I dive a bitch. Thirdly, I let my ADC die miserably. And finally, I greed and
In this clip, you see NFT'Sante getting backshots by a white
fella.
Like plap plap oil up.
Nice person.
I thought I had harder daddy. Like in the hood
Dude.
called me the taker of backshots. But that was a long time ago, and now I have become the giver of backshots. My will help me, these guys are jumping me. Xiao Hong Shu.